Good Monday morning, everybody. I'm Lisa Hernandez.
And I'm Brady Smith. In for Russ. It is Monday, January 15th. Today, we're going to be celebrating the life of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Yes. First, let's check in with Cheetah Craft. Cheetah, a new winter weather advisory just came in.
That's right. It now expands right through our counties here locally. So good morning to you. This is in effect for tomorrow. Your Tuesday forecast. Not today, but I'm setting the stage with the potential of maybe a rain-snow mix and maybe just some snow, especially come midday and early afternoon tomorrow. So here's a statewide map. You can see the winter storm warnings and the winter weather advisory there in effect here for tomorrow for that 24-hour period. But we're already forecasting. Take a look. All of our counties under that beginning about 9 a.m. tomorrow throughout the day. Let me walk you hour by hour. So this is today, 7 o'clock. We stay mostly dry, only about a 20% chance for a shower. Overnight into tomorrow, here's the line that I'm continuing to watch from North Texas. Take a look at that pink and the white, of course, indicating when the snow is arriving. This is 6 a.m. tomorrow. Notice our northwest counties could be looking at the potential for some sleet, maybe some ice as early as tomorrow morning. But really, it's throughout the day, Darby. Those temperatures continue to drop. We'll have more on that coming up next. Good morning.
All right, good morning to you, Cheetah. All right, so that's what you'll be dealing with, but not yet. Right now, I bring good news this time around. We did finally clear up the road work on the Baytown East freeways, eastbound or outbound side at Cedar Lane. All lanes are open, no delays there. Rest of your freeways, nice and quiet. It is MLK Day, so hopefully you're getting to stay under the covers this morning. We look to the west side. If you travel I-10 to Katy Freeway, not much doing here. It's Katy Freeway at Highway 6. Headlights is the inbound side, not going, just nothing happening out there. Travel times are good. 26 minutes, Pin Oak Drive to downtown. 290, just 22 minutes from the Grand Parkway to 610, and 249 on the Tomball, 13 minutes, FM 2920 into the Beltway.
Darby, thank you.
Congress only has 5 days to vote on a budget or face a government shutdown.
But that's not all that's on the line. Both sides are racing to hammer out immigration reform as well. So this morning we want your take. Should lawmakers do something to protect dreamers, immigrants brought to the U.S. when they were just children? You can vote yes or no at KHOU.com/vote-now.
And while you vote, reporter Wendy Gillette breaks down why the president believes DACA could already be dead and how he's responding to reports he made controversial comments about certain countries.
Did you see what various senators in the room said about my comments? They weren't made.
President Trump is once again denying he used an expletive last week to describe Haiti, El Salvador, and African nations. He's also defending himself against charges of racism.
No, I'm not a racist. I am the least racist person you have ever interviewed. That I can tell you.
Those in the room during the immigration meeting in the Oval Office, where Mr. Trump allegedly made the comment, have differing accounts of what was said. But lawmakers from both parties are concerned the controversy could undermine bipartisan efforts to overhaul immigration policies.
It's unbecoming comments, and I hope that we can move beyond that. And I hope that what we see are Republicans and Democrats coming together not to fight politics, but to actually come up with a solution to address this challenge before us.
Several Democrats say without a plan in place on DACA to protect immigrants brought to the U.S. as minors, they won't vote for a budget deal. The deadline is Friday. That's when the government would run out of money to operate and could shut down.
I, for one, will not vote for government funding until we get a deal on DACA.
President Trump is blaming the other side of the aisle for the collapse of negotiations on immigration reform, tweeting, "DACA is probably dead because the Democrats don't really want it." Wendy Gillette, CBS News.
Meanwhile, more than 100 top business leaders, including Facebook's Mark Zuckerberg, Amazon's CEO Jeff Bezos, and Apple's Tim Cook, signed a public letter urging Congress to protect dreamers. It says the program's imminent termination is creating an impending crisis for workforces across the country.
New overnight, a man was stabbed to death in the West Chase area. Houston police say he was stabbed multiple times at an apartment on Hayes Road, not far from Westheimer and Willcrest. Detectives interviewed the man's girlfriend, but they're not saying whether she's connected to his death. Right now, police will only say the case remains under investigation. New overnight, a fiery crash is being blamed on a driver running a red light. This happened on Tidwell at North Shepherd. HPD says the driver hit 2 other vehicles before his car burst into flames. Luckily, an officer and another man were able to pull that driver from his burning car. He was taken to the hospital in critical condition. The other 2 drivers are expected to be okay.
It's 5:05 right now, and this morning we're waiting to get a look at surveillance video that could help catch a killer. Harris County deputies say over the weekend a husband and wife were found tied up and shot to death in their home. Investigators identified the couple as Bao and Jenny Lamb. Their bodies were discovered inside their ransacked home in a gated section of the Northgate Country Club. Deputies say the two were ambushed as they got home Thursday night. And investigators also revealed a number of guns and valuables are missing from the couple's home. Harris County Sheriff Ed Gonzalez says he's hopeful surveillance video will help investigators find the killer.
Now to one of the biggest controversies in Hollywood right now, actress Michelle Williams says her co-star's big donation to the Time's Up initiative isn't about her. Mark Wahlberg is donating $1.5 million, the amount he earned for reshoots in the movie All the Money in the World. While he was paid that seven-figure salary for those shoots, Williams was reportedly paid less than $1,000. Wahlberg said he, quote, 100% supports the fight for fair pay. Comedian Aziz Ansari is responding to allegations of sexual misconduct by a woman he dated last year. Ansari said he apologized last year when the woman told him about her discomfort during a sexual encounter at his apartment. He says he believed it to be consensual. The 23-year-old woman said she was furious when she saw Ansari wearing a Time's Up pin in support of harassment victims while accepting a Golden Globe.
This morning, 4 people in Southern California remain missing after mudslides ripped through Montecito. Crews say the search effort is now a recovery mission. Last night, thousands gathered at a candlelight vigil in Santa Barbara to remember the 20 victims. And this morning, many are still anxious to return home. Police are helping escort people through neighborhoods in hopes of preventing any traffic jams that could slow down cleaning up the roads. And this morning, emergency crews in Peru are surveying damage after a strong earthquake rattled the country's coast yesterday. It was a 7.1 centered in the southwestern part of the country. At least 1 person died, 65 others were hurt, and even more people were displaced after the quake destroyed their homes.
All right, time right now is 5:07. It is Martin Luther King Jr. Day. We know festivities are going to be taking place, Cheetah, downtown and in Midtown, all around our area today. And it's cold right now. Are they going to warm up by mid-morning?
You know what? They will, actually. We're expecting temperatures to start to climb into the 40s, the 50s, and even 60s later this afternoon. So temperatures this morning, on average, we are starting off pretty much in the 30s. You can see 29 in Conroe, 38 in Pearland, 42 in Sugar Land, but again, on average, pretty much widespread in the 30s. Throughout the day today, clouds are expected to build in, so moisture kind of creeping in. Now, this morning we have sunny skies, so if you're up early this morning thinking about the parade, clouds should start to build in mid-morning into your lunchtime hour. Temperatures will start to climb into the 50s, and then high temperatures today go to 63 under cloudy skies. About a 20% chance of just a stray passing shower, a few spotty sprinkles. Let me show you the big picture forecast, especially as we head into your Tuesday. Remember, the National Weather Service issued that winter weather advisory for tomorrow starting at 9 a.m. So watch this. 10 o'clock tonight, we're still mostly dry. An isolated shower, too, is possible. Then overnight, early tomorrow morning, we may be talking about scattered showers to some form of winter precipitation as early as 5 or 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, but that should be well north of us. I think north even of Livingston early tomorrow morning. It's going to be during the day tomorrow after our cold front passes. The temperatures will drop. So take a look at what happens between 1 and 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. That's when that rain snow or the snow line is expected to creep on a little bit southward. As far as how much we're going to see, accumulations at this point are still looking about less than 1/10 of an inch. But bottom line, we want you to be prepared during the day tomorrow for some form of winter precipitation. And notice by 6, 7 o'clock tomorrow evening, afternoon to evening, it becomes more widespread. By tomorrow night, this is midnight heading into Wednesday, this tries to clear the coastline. So by Wednesday morning, we won't see any additional rain, but we will be talking about the potential for what has already fallen to ice. So saying the biggest concern for your morning commute will actually be Wednesday morning with the potential of ice, but potentially Tuesday afternoon. So today, you don't have to worry about anything but some clouds building in for your MLK Day. It's tomorrow, Darby, that's when those temperatures drop and some of the precipitation gets a little bit more interesting.
Okay, it's going to get dicey, so just plan accordingly. Give yourself plenty of time to get where you need to go. All right, it's Monday, right? All right, let's get you out the door. Not much going on in the world of traffic. It's pretty quiet out there in this MLK Day. And we look to the north side. So 59 or Interstate 69, Hardy Toward I-45, all nice and quiet. You can see with our Houston TransStar shot, 45 as you make your way around the Shepherd Curve. And just, there are cars on the roadway, so people are going to work, just not too many. Hopefully, there will be no rush hour for you this morning, hopefully.